Alright everybody, if you watched my channel you saw the cuddelink cameras in which I put out, that being a home base and a couple of other G series and J series cameras. What you didn't see was that I had 3 cameras that weren't working. When I say weren't working, there was an SD card reading problem and there was a battery malfunction problem, just constantly stating dead battery. So I got a hold of Cuddeback. They sent me an RMA number, and I tell you, customer service speaks volumes about a company. Absolute volumes. So sent the cameras. It did cost me shipping to get the cameras to them. However, got an email as soon as the cameras arrived. I tracked it. Literally the day they arrived, I got an email that says, hey, your cameras have been received. I called them the very next day to just kind of get an idea of the time frame in which we were talking about, because it is bow season here in Indiana. And the customer service representative told me that she was really sorry that this was the second time that I had issues with these cameras, last year being one of those things, but that ended up being my fault. Not updating the firmware. So this year I did update the firmware and I still had some problems. So let's get back to the customer service point. It's been a week and a half. And folks, I had to open a box to confirm it, but Cuddeback sent me 3 brand new cameras in the box. Still has the tape. You see the tape there? They're sealed boxes. I had to open one just to confirm it. It's a brand new camera. Brand spanking new. Talk about customer service and customer satisfaction. Had a conversation with the customer service rep. Told her what the problem was. Told her all of the things I tried. Went to their website, technical support, everything. Done it all. They sent me 3 brand new cameras. 3. Let me make another point. This is, sorry about that, that was a little funky. This is my other J series camera right here. This is what I used to consider a home camera. However, you see this connection here. You see there's 2 raised areas and a screw. And over here there's 1 raised area, a screw, and then you can see the plastic. So this battery connector broke off. So I called Cuddeback yesterday. I called Cuddeback. I said, hey, I know we talked about my other cameras, but I have another problem. You know what they said? No problem. We will send you the entire battery pack. No charge. No questions. I explained to her that I'm okay with just receiving that little part, and I'll replace it myself. However, they're going to send me the entire battery pack. That's service with a smile. I'll keep you guys updated on the reviews of these cuddelink cameras. The J series is somewhat new to me. The G series is not. And home base. So as you have seen in Riley's youth hunt video, we use Cuddeback cuddelink system. This is the home camera that you guys saw in that video, in which we pull 1 card and all the cameras send pictures to it. But we're going to give you a breakdown of how this works. Again, this is the home camera. Each camera, look out, does require an antenna, if you can get it on there. You do have to be careful with these antennas. These with the 90, I'll give you a closer view here. These here with the 90s that don't allow it to pivot are much stronger. These antennas here with the pivot, the hinge point, these antennas here have a hinge point actually do break kind of easy. So I would recommend, if you're going to purchase a specific antenna, I would purchase the ones with that 90 degree instead of this pivot. Personal opinion. So the home camera, and I have great help today. My wife Felicia, and obviously everybody knows Riley. they're going to help me deploy all these cameras today, and we're going to show you guys how all this works. I've got 4 cameras that we are going to deploy today, plus the home base. We like the home base setup because there's no monthly charge to the home base setup, whereas if these cameras sent all the pictures to your phone, I don't have my phone on me right now, but if it sent it to your phone, there's a monthly charge to that. This here, one home base, all the pictures come to it. I pull one card. I don't have to go down in the woods. We put this in a location which is not near a stand. It's actually near the access point of our property. So that allows us to come in, check all. There's a 5th camera. We're just not deploying it today because we're not going to go to that location, but it allows us to check all 6 cameras in which we will end up having deployed in one spot. So I have these labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is on the camera, it does have a location, and we will explain that to you guys here in a minute. But first, we've got to get all of our antennas on. And again, we treat these antennas kind of delicately. I mean, I know they're rolling all over the Jeep, but we try to treat them delicately so we don't break them, because if you don't have an antenna on the camera, it will not get any service in regards to the connection to the home base. And you notice some of these have straps, some of them don't. The reason is the strap is still on the tree. This camera typically always goes in a specific location. It doesn't have to, but the strap's on the tree, so I might as well put it back there. So step number 1 is home base deployment. Home base deployment basically means we take this home camera. You want to operate the back camera. We take this home base camera and we put it in a location, like I stated a minute ago, that's an access point to your property. So we just use a string. We have a good fence post here. We attach this camera to the fence post. The only thing you need this to be is tight enough that you can access your card, which is in the bottom. I'll show you that here in just a minute. Pull this poison ivy out of the way. Now that we have it deployed, again, down here in the bottom, you want to show them this, Felicia? Down here in the bottom of the camera, it's got a little trap door, and this is where the SD card is, in which all pictures go to. Now that we've got it in the spot we want it, we want to make sure all of our settings are correct. It's got another little trap door here that allows us to see the screen. We'll turn it on, make sure our clock is right. 1:06, that's correct. PM, going in the middle of the day. It's October, yep, that's all correct. So now what we do is we go over here to commands. It says battery's okay. Obviously it is, because I put brand new batteries in it. cuddelink menu. We want to confirm that this is the home base. You see it says home there. I think you guys can see that. Location 0. 1 node means it's self. Link channel, this is very important. 0101. Every single camera that you deploy has to be set on that same channel, or this camera will not get any pictures. Now, that being said, before the channels were like 0 through 16. Now they've got 01-01 So you have hundreds of selections because a lot of people, this cuddelink system is gaining popularity and a lot of people are using it, and some people were noticing that they were getting other people's pictures because they were on the same channel. So cuddeback has solved that problem by adding a lot more channels. So now we're going to go back to the menu again here, and we're going to go more. Cam ID doesn't have one because it's 0. Daylight savings time is on auto, so it automatically switches when the time switches. Stats doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. We've already updated 0803 firmware. Every single year before season, I know this isn't before season, I'm a little late this year, but every single year you need to go to cuddeback's website. Top right corner says firmware updates. If there's an update, don't not update your cameras. For some reason, if you're on the old firmware, my personal experiences, it really chews up batteries. As soon as I update to the new firmware, the battery consumption is then standard. I typically deploy these cameras in July. Again, I'm late this year, it's October. But July to about November is how long my batteries last, and I get anywhere between 0 and 100 pictures. Every time I go check it, I'll have somewhere between 0 and 200 realistically, and I check it once a week or once every other week. But I do not put these on bait sites. We don't bait here in Indiana where we hunt. It's illegal to bait, but we do have food plots. So it's natural grazing habitats of the deer, and we also put it on deer trails. So we don't get the thousands of pictures that most people get on bait sites. So now that we've got the firmware confirmed, we go to our settings. True settings, hold on. Oh wait, this isn't a camera, this is a home base. I'm all kinds of crazy. So now we arm it. It says arming. 30 seconds later, this camera, or this home base should I say, will be armed. Again, that is very important. You cannot get a link between your camera and your home base without your home base being armed. It just doesn't work. So we've got 9 seconds left here. We're gonna go grab the camera that goes in the first spot. You wanna take that again, hun?
Would love to.
Thank you. So, oops, I broke it. This is one of the originals. I've had this was the first camera I started with. And these G series cameras can actually work as a home base. So this can be your home camera and receive pictures and also take pictures. The problem I see with that is you're still going to that hunting site to check that camera, whereas the home base, you're not. You're keeping your scent out of there. Nobody's worried about disturbing deer, any of that. So this camera now is just a remote camera, and that's all done in the settings. So all it does is take pictures and sends them to the home base. Those settings, again, are very simple to use. It's just like the other one. Mode selects where you're at. You can see commands, battery, okay, sounds great. Link menu, confirm. I'm a remote. That's what you want this camera to be set on. If it's not going to receive pictures, it's only going to send pictures. Link location, 4, matches what is listed on the camera. Again, that number really doesn't mean anything other than when you're checking your home base, the location of this camera will be listed, so you know if you're checking location 1, location 10, if you had 10 cameras, for example. Now this is another important feature, as I mentioned on the home base. The channel is 0101. If it was not 0101 and the home base was not 0101, we wouldn't get any pictures sent to the home base. Since they match, they will link up. This is basically the link count. It's 250. That's what I like to set it on. It seems to work better and I get pictures quicker. Link level. Now this is where it's going to connect to the home camera. I just want them to see. And it does take it a minute to link, but again, your home camera has to be armed for this to work. You can see it says 99% good. The further you get away from your home base, the less signal you get. Right now we're on 99. We'll show you when we get to the location what we are when we get there. But I have had great success all the way down to 20, a connection of 20. I don't know if it's 20% or what, but as long as you're 20 or above right here, you're good. So now this camera is connected. We are going to simply put the cover back on it. It is ready to be deployed in its location. We'll show you guys that as well. We're going to go to the next camera, which is a J series camera. A little different, cover's a little different, but everything that you do is the exact same process. Other than one thing. Actually, I want to show you guys something. So with this new firmware, you actually have to pick which battery you want the camera to use. So I have internal battery, which is 4D batteries. You can select 6D batteries because there's a connection point on this camera for a battery pack or a solar panel. So you've got several options here. Whatever option you're using is the option you have to select, or this camera will not work. I'm using internal batteries, so that's what we're going to select. Link menu, confirm. My mode is a remote yet again. The J series cameras will not ever receive pictures. They cannot be used as a home base, but they will send pictures. Link location 1 matches the camera. Channel 0101. Remember, this is very important. It's got to match the home base. Same count, 250. Now our connection. You having fun yet, Riley?
Say woohoo!
They have so much fun doing all this stuff with me. But Felicia is dead set on killing a buck with her bow this year, right?
It's happening.
It's happening.
You don't have buck fever.
If what?
You don't have buck fever.
All right, so here again, that one connected a little bit quicker, 99 good. So what we're gonna do is close the cover and we're gonna go to camera number 3.
Which is the same.
Which is the exact same process. That is what is so great about cuddeback. They make this so user-friendly. Again, internal battery. Link menu, mode remote, location 2, matches what I have written on the camera. Channel 0101, count 250. See how quick this one links. You guys don't have to whisper and make funny faces. 99 good. Close the cover. It's ready to be deployed. Exact same process again. Hey, these people might not use cuddelink cameras and they want to learn how to do that, huh?
Rewind it and watch it again.
Nope. Redundancy. If you repeat something at least 3 times, you will remember it. Didn't you learn that in school?
I remembered nothing that you just said.
And if you have a pencil in your hand, you learn more too.
I remembered nothing.
Your teachers don't tell you that? All right.
I remember nothing.
We're gonna do this all over again.
I'm ignoring.
Internal battery, link menu, mode remote, location 3 matches the camera. My wife and Riley's making fun of me for saying the same thing over and over and over again. That was the channel 0101. This is the count 250. Link level.
I bet it's 99.
You bet it's 99?
I bet it is.
Are we wagering on this?
Sure.
Dad.
What do you win if you're right? A kiss from me.
Oh.
Darn it.
Oh, I win.
Spot on. All right, we're ready to deploy. Let's shut that cover. Riley, you take this camera. Keep that rolling. We're going to show them how the link level changes as we drive the Jeep to our spot.
Okay.
Once you hop down so you don't drop them, because you got to be careful.
How
Not
far
the
is
brake
this
can
spot?
We can't tell them all of our secrets. Are you crazy?
Why am I in charge of holding the camera?
So this, Felicia, will be the first camera we deploy right here. So if you want to take that and keep the camera on that link level, Let's do this.
which is at 99%, or 99, whatever that is.
I hope it changes. Just to prove a point.
Of course it's gonna change. That's the whole point.
That is the whole point. Gosh, you were a little sarcastic today.
Sorry. You
You're
already
not-
told them.
Are you gonna get in the Jeep or are you just gonna run next to it?
Well, I'm holding things and I'm short and this is tall.
You're short. All right. Now remember, honey, we can't show them where our spots are, so you just got to keep it on the level. All right?
Hey guys, don't worry. I'm the YouTube editor now and I'll edit all this. So you don't have to watch all this.
Ha ha ha. Has it changed yet?
Nope.
Has it changed yet?
No.
How about now?
99.
About like a kid. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Has it changed yet?
I will tell you when it changes. Be easy.
Easy.
I don't want to fall out.
96.
No,
Okay.
we're at a 96.
All right, so we lost 3%. Let's just call it percent for easy conversation. And we are probably 300
You might
yards
not
from
be
the
able to
home
see.
base.
It's pretty bumpy. You guys want to see our hunting space?
No secrets.
No secrets. Let's help them.
Yeah, no secrets.
We better put it in four-wheel drive for this.
Oh, guess what we're at?
89.
30.
30.
Oh.
All right. But again, I've had good success at 20, so we're at 30 and we're
Yeah,
dropping,
but look how much we dropped.
dropping over a pretty big hill here.
We're at 32.
32, and I bet you as we get over here closer to where we're actually going, it gets stronger.
This might hurt.
So line of sight, everybody, is key. If you put these cameras around the back
32.
side of a cornfield and you have your home base at the front side of the cornfield, it will make you lose connection percentage. But as
20.
long as you're 20 or above, you will get your pictures.
28.
20.
I'm gonna get whipped.
Gonna get whipped. Just wait till we get up here in the real thick area. Huh. So you won one bet, I won another
What
bet.
did you win? I never wagered you on anything else. I'm
Oh,
just reporting back.
look out.
One of these are gonna be briars and it's gonna hurt. Oh,
That whip in the ear.
the head.
Ear whip it.
We're at 38.
Yep. Getting stronger because we're getting better line of sight.
So it always says good.
Yes, because as long as it states the proper percentage, good means you have good service. Good enough service.
Oh, we're up to 50.
Ooh, climbed up a little hill there. And
Here you go, guys.
All right. So, I'm getting closer and closer to the actual location. You guys remember this food plot here. This is what we call the small plot. It has came up really nice, has some great grass in it, very few weeds, lots and lots of good vegetation for the deer. We walk right over here. This is the strap I was telling you about that's in the tree. Cuddeback, I gotta switch hands here, so it's gonna get a little awkward. Cuddeback has made it really nice. You've got a track on the back side, got a track in it, so you line it up, slide it in, and I have preset the angle of this, and the angle that I'm talking about is when deer come across here, you don't want your camera way down or way up. You want your camera really pretty level. So what I use is just things laying around. So you can see I've shimmed it up with a stick. That's a stick out of the tree that the camera is on. And you can see here we've got 40% good. I am tickled to death with that. We're going to leave this camera here and go put out the next one. All right, we are almost to the second deployment. It's down over the hill there, probably 150 yards. And we are setting on 30 good up here on the main log road that we have established to access all of our food plots and everything. So you guys ready to go for a hike? Are you ready to go for a hike?
Sure.
All right, you take the camera.
Riley wants to.
All right, Riley's gonna be the videographer. We're gonna close the cap so we don't break it. Let's head on down here to Felicia's stand.
The mom bomb stand.
Mom bomb. Remember, it is yours. Oh, I better put my Crocs in four-wheel drive for this. The reason we aren't hunting right now is because it's hot.
It's too hot.
Too hot. The deer only move in like 30 minutes
It's
before
hot,
dark.
and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt.
And they are bedded down really close to their food, so we don't want to, just kind of want to let them get used to stuff before we do anything. You just gonna walk right down the deer trail, or you gonna walk beside it? Show her by the deer trail right there.
That was our trail.
Nope, that's the deer trail. What you laughing about? You see it? You're gonna show our viewers. Use your finger and point it out. Kind of do one of these numbers, come up from the bottom so it doesn't cut your hand. Take your finger up. Where's it at? That's the mom bomb. We gotta see how big of bucks there are by the mom bomb. You see all the lane clearing that we did for you, honey? You can shoot all the way up to here now.
Pretty cool.
And it gets better down here. Show them the deer trail. It's right up that side, right up there. Which is why the tree stand is right there. You know who helped us do this, Mom? Reese. He was the limb packer.
What's our percentage at?
We are at 2% weak. But you all see the big hill that we're going down, and we'll see what it is when we get to the bottom.
I thought it would be better when we get to the top.
Is this doing time lapse?
No,
Are you sure? Did you take it off?
no, you're fine. We did have a shack on the tree. I wasn't for sure if we did or not. And bring the camera down here, sweetheart. Same thing here, guys. Nice and easy. Now we're down here in this spot in the link level. Let's see what it says once it reconnects. Last year down in here we were at 24. I believe. While we're waiting on that, you guys can see the stand right there, top of the hill in this nice flat. The deer travel through here from left to right, and then they come up from the bottom as well and work up right next to the tree stand there that Riley was showing you. All right, everybody, so we had to move this camera. There where Felicia's standing is where it was last year, but it is way more green this year than last. See, it says image, so it just took our picture. It's got a 5-second delay, so I'm going to shut that and get the heck out of the way. On to the next one. All right, guys, everybody, we're down here at the what we call the big plot. We got a medium-sized plot here, and then a great big long one at the bottom that you guys have seen me plant numerous times. This camera has a link of 99% good, so we are going to hit the mode button and go to arm, just like the last time. Let the countdown go away. Uh-oh, it says check SD card. Well, that's interesting, Matt. You forgot your SD card. We better get an SD card for this camera, so we're going to actually turn it off so that it doesn't take any pictures. We're going to get an SD card in this one. Well, there's the last camera. Did y'all have fun?
No, I'm scared.
You're scared? What are you scared for?
You're a bad driver.
Because we drove the Jeep from way down in there, through all the woods to our last stand location to get the last camera out.
And we have to go back.
Now we have to go back. You think we should video some of that and hopefully the battery lasts? I think we should. In case the battery doesn't last, as always, like, comment, subscribe.
Wish me luck.